Welcome back at the National Stadium, Dream11 Spice T10 tournament. We down to a final game for the day, game number 6, and that game is between Cinnamon Pieces versus bayleaf Blasters. Cinnamon Pieces won the toss and chose the field. So bayleaf Blasters is going to take first strike. Just to give you a rundown of the team, as we see the players are now on the field. The both batsmen making their way out. For Cinnamon Pieces, Micah Narain, captain, Alec Alterners, Edel Beggs, Heron Campbell, Chad Charles, Josh Edmond, Javed Hazard, Levon Lewis, Kenroy Peters, Javel St. Paul, Ruel Williams. And for bayleaf Blasters, Devon Smith, Michael Batiste, Leon Chichester, Amikel Dubuset, Shakim Edwards, Deron Hippolyte, Josh Noel, Jalen Olive, Alvin Ramnath, Richard Rogers, Dennis Smith, and Ronald Williams. Well, the news is that Cinnamon Pieces has won the toss and has chose to field. So bayleaf Blasters are going to take first strike. The team bayleaf Blasters would have played the first game yesterday at the beginning of the tournament. They're gonna bat. As we see, umpires just are waiting time. As we see the field being set. Williams, it seems, are going to take it up from this northern end. A slip backward point, slip short, well, not third man, or the backward point, cover, and a mid-off. As I welcome Denoy, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to every one of the listeners.
We certainly would have just seen an exciting finish, an exciting game, probably the closest one so far.
Yeah, very much exciting coming to the last ball of the inning. We see a wonderful batting there by Darren Ned. We can hope we could see an exciting game here in game number 6.
Yes, it's Williams, Ruel Williams. Going to pick up the attack from this northern end. He's bowling to one slip, as I said, backward point, square cover, and a mid-off, and also a long off. So really packed offside field. Interesting to look at this field placement. 6 fielders on the offside, just 3 on the leg side. A deep mid-on, just around the circle, mid-wicket, and fielder on the long leg boundary. So you're gonna be bowling the first ball. This is short and it's played, and this beat the backward point, gonna run very close to the boundary and goes over the boundary for 4. So a good start there. And that Chichester. Short deliveries, and he was on top of it and played it well for 4.
A very good shot there by Leon Chichester. He's a very seasoned campaigner, experienced batsman, and he would not let those freebie go by.
Well, it's good to see him back. He also represented Grenada and opened the batting for Grenada, played a number of years, and it's so good to see him back in the game and playing well. Again, outside the off, somebody's flashing this time, made no contact. It's 4 without loss.
He would be disappointed in this shot. It was similar delivery shot outside off stump and another freebie.
Yeah, and it seems very evident that the attack would be off stump. Williams, shot number 48. This will be signal a wide. Again, it's just looking the flash square, but wide off the off stump.
It seems to be a definite plan by the pieces to actually bowl wide outside the off stump.
Yeah, it really looks so by the field that has been set. Right, driven right up, and this one is driven Got his hand to it, but a difficult catch.
Yeah, bowlers in modern cricket deprive those chances. They think that cotton ball is a chance. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think the drop catch it shouldn't be. It wasn't that difficult shot, but all in all, the series team at a run.
Yeah, 6 without loss. And Josh Noel, player that he has, strikes the ball very well. Hits straight back, and this goes down to long off. And the fielder on the boundary, Kenroy Peters, comes down on that field. Kenroy Peters at a long off. Atenas at a deep mid on, just on the edge of the circle, just on the circle. Williams again, very wide of the off stump shot, and really just need to get his line right. This wide signal by the umpire Freezer is presiding. Square umpire, the umpire John Mark. Williams put in shot number 48. Good delivery, and it just was equal to this one pushing on the offside. But I had a discussion early on, and we spoke about the ends in which the bowlers bowl. Williams would have bowled very well from that southern end. I think this is the end that he's more known to bowl from, and also bowls very well. He's one that moves the ball away from the bat. Hit down to long off. Again, Peters in the way. So one more, and concludes the first over. It's 8 without loss.
Okay, very good start there by the Bayleaf Blasters. I think they would be happy with 9 runs from the first over.
Yeah.
And we have at least 9 overs to go. So good start there by both teams would be happy at the end of the first over.
Yeah, certainly. Not losing a wicket, you'll want to make sure that he doesn't lose a wicket in a power play, or if you lose one, not too many. And we have seen today that a number of wickets have fell very early. But yeah, it's just making a point about where certain bowlers bowl, based on the wind. I don't know how much attention is being paid to that today. This Queen's Park ground, as we know, now is the National Stadium. The wind comes from east to west. So
Well, it depends on bowlers' strengths. Some bowlers love swinging the ball away from the right hand batsman and into the left hand batsman. So I give them much strength, the wind, northeast, and that's not bad.
So it's Javed St. Paul outside the off stump, keeping a bit low, and no shot offered by Chichester. But you basically you want to look for any advantage you could get to the bowler. So if I'm going to bowl leg spinner or swinging the ball away from the bat, I'll want to go on the side that we're going to get some extra help from the wind.
Yeah, very much. But we can get the assistance from the wind.
Yeah. St. Paul, right arm over the wicket. This one is pushed to an extra cover. The fielder had to move to his right hand. They are really good running there as it bounced from him to that mid-off. And they took the opportunity to pick up 2.
Good aggressive running there by good batsmen, Chichester and Noel.
11 without loss. And for St. Paul, there's one slip. Short third man. Backward point. And now the cover being pushed right back on the boundary. A cover and a long off. Again, Noel is Chichester really swinging outside the off stump, and ball just seemed to be leaving the batsman a little bit. He made no contact.
Yeah, he was outside the off stump, and I think Chichester tried to hit this one a little bit too hard, so he wasn't able to get any contact whatsoever.
Yeah, sometimes it's timing and not the brute strength. I really look to crash that one. This one goes over third man and it will drop over the third man boundary and goes for 6. You just give him the room and you the flash hard.
Yeah.
And it went over third man for 6.
I think the captain needs to change the field there because he's looking to bowl wide and your third man is inside, you know. So you need to something needs to be done somewhere around there.
Yeah, probably would have been a better move to have your third man back. Again, there's something that we always discuss in the field placement. Come back to that. This one is played to the wide mid on and another single to Chester. It's 17 without loss. In terms of your quicker bowlers bowling, and you have your short fine leg up in the circle, you have your third man up in the circle, which certainly means that if the ball is particularly coming from your fast bowler, if it's away from the third man on the short fine leg, they have no chance.
Definitely. So you need to save as many runs as you can in this T10, and
Noel, this one just seem to be high up on the pad. We let's wait for the signal of the umpire, and now being signal leg by. So one more 18 without loss at the
19 actually.
19 at the end of the over. Good start. 19 without loss at the end of 2 overs. So just going back to the point there, if the fielders are back, no, there's every opportunity because even the short position, any little away from them, they could still probably be able to sneak a single.
Yeah.
But if you're right back, certainly the single, you could stop the single, you can't stop the single, whether you're up or whether you're back. But at least you could stop the boundary.
Yeah, you could save your team at least 3 runs, So at least you're going to minimize your score at the end. But here we come, Kenroy Peters is a very good bowler. He comes in to bowl to Josh.
Yeah, Peters has put in number 36 shot. And he's going to bowl to Noel. Mid wicket on the boundary. This one is pushed to mid wicket. Again, no chance of a run.
Well, Josh is a very aggressive batsman. I expect him to go at Peters in this over.
Well, we know that, certainly he's the kind of player that really hit the ball a long way, and he's looking to swing and is out. And is out there, just looking to swing across that to show if he's out caught or bowled.
He seems to be stumped by the keeper. Very good.
As we look at the replay there. Yeah, really, really good work there by the keeper there. So good delivery. That seemed to just turned as he was looking to hit somebody on the leg side, and really was not able to make any contact.
Yeah, so that's a very good wicket there. Good wicket for the Pieces. It's in on Pieces. That's a very good wicket there. After such a sedated start in the first 2 overs, I think they should be happy of their first wicket.
Yes, 19 for 1. Josh Noel stumped by Hazard, bowled by Peters for 1. Face 4 deliveries. As we see the advent of Devon Smith, very prolific run scorer. Played at the highest level. Played some 43 test matches for the West Indies. So he has a wealth of experience. Also played a number of one-day games.
And even also T20.
T20s. First delivery, swing down to mid-wicket. And he ambles a single. That's 21. Good over so far by Peters. Not giving much away.
So we are expecting Smith to bat through the innings and striking players, go there and score as much as they can.
And Chichester again is looking to cut outside the off, so made no contact. But Devon Smith is really the star player on the team, just like you would have Andrew Fletcher, and we'd expect them to take the lead in terms of the batting. Another short delivery and hit down to mid wicket. Chichester probably a little disappointed, maybe would have feel that he could have done a lot more with this delivery. Hit it well, but straight to the fielder. So one more, he's 16. Smith. Signal wide. And the field for Devon Smith. Backward point, fairly fine, square cover, extra cover, and mid off. Again, yeah, not signal wide by the umpire.
It's a very close call, but it's in within the timeline, and the lines belong to the umpire. So that completed the end of the third over. 22 for 1.
Yes, 22 for 1 after 3 overs. The wicket of Josh Noel. We have seen in terms of the scores today, not very high. 106, 81. We seen 83. We also seen 85. Just around the 20 overs.
So it seems to be a par score, 85. In the 80s, thereabout, should be a par score.
Yeah, it's fair to say that the wicket is not as good for batting as the one that was played on yesterday, but all in all, it's not a bad wicket. This one is cut beautifully, really flashed it, and that went to really scurrying across the field down to backward point, square backward point for 4.
Chichester loves short ball, especially it's wide outside of them. That's his bread and butter for him, the cut shot. And I think they have to keep the ball closer to him. No room for Chichester. Yeah,
we see him get off the mark with the same shot. Cut down to a square cover. And this one really raced across the surface. Adel Beggs. And played back along the wicket by Chichester.
Yeah, there's better bowling there by Beggs. And you can see he's closer to the batsman, and there was no run.
Yeah, didn't give him the room. The field for Beggs, backward point, third man on the boundary. Now we see the third man right back on the boundary, cover on the boundary, cover and mid off on the offside. Good delivery there. He seemed to get really some carry there. This one bonks a bit. Chichester looking to hit on the up, made no contact. On the leg side, we are again seeing a short fine leg, a square leg just to the right of the umpire, mid wicket and a mid on fairly deep. Beggs. This one is hit just past the field at backward point. Alton is making a really good effort trying to get there as it went in the air, but just away to his left.
So again, that was good bowling there by Beggs, short and wide, but I think there was a little variation in this delivery. It's a little bit slower than the normal deliveries. As Smith get ready to face his first delivery from Beggs.
Yeah, 27 for 1. Now we see the fielder coming up again. Short fine, squarish. The third man goes back as Beggs. And this one is pulled and again straight to the fielder on the mid wicket boundary. So just the ones, and just the ones in this over. 28. Leon Chichester 21 from 16. Devon Smith 2 from 3. As Adel Beggs from that southern end. Again, this just push on the onside and backward square a square leg comes in quickly and no chance of a run. So the end of the fourth over, you remember in here that Bayleaf Blasters was asked to take 4 strike. They are 28 for 1.
Yeah, 28 for 1 after 4 overs. Just a run rate of just about 7 runs per over. I think still thereabout that to give you about 70 runs if you continue along that run rate. But they're looking, 80 yard is definitely 85 is definitely a pass score. So I guess as much with this stat, 1 wicket down, they would be looking to at least anywhere in the 100, anywhere above 100, and from the 10 overs.
Yeah, definitely. I think they would want to step it up and maybe 120 just to be safe. It really would mean that Devon Smith would be expected really to play a good innings, maybe bat for most of the overs.
Yes, we have to. Mike Narayan is coming in to bowl this first over.
And the captain, Mike Narayan, coming again from this northern end. And Smith is hitting this one. He's dropped in a backward square position. And the batsman just take one as again Smith was looking to whip this one somewhere over mid-wicket, and it could be a costly miss.
Definitely. I think Smith was looking for the maximum in that shot. And there was a miss there by the fielder at short fine leg. Seems to be Adel Beggs, who missed that chance.
Yeah, certainly is a chance we that should have taken. And went down to long leg, got both hands straight. So Smith getting a chance on 2. Narayan also played for the under 19 Grenada national team. Really skillful cricketer, bowler that really uses a lot of skill in his bowling.
Well, that was the umpire call. I think they're calling dead ball. So
the score 29 for 1. Mike Narayan and his third delivery. He's gonna be again not a good delivery. Just rushing into the pad. As just looking to hit through mid-wicket.
Jesus is trying to hit the ball extremely hard. I think he should try to just peer at it more CDT than just find the gap and turn over the strike with Devon.
Narayan. This one will play to backward point again. No chance for you going to be in trouble here. Just run out. Looking to take the single and slipping in the middle as he looking to get back. And certainly is a big blow there. Just slipping. Looking to take that single. And Bayleaf Blasters losing the second wicket. The wicket of Leon Chichester. A run out for 21. There's a wicket really they would have ill afford to lose at this time. We are already in the 5th over. And as I welcome back Ali.
Yeah, well, unfortunate. That's why some of the batters use spike. He didn't suspect he had a smooth bottom, tried to turn and fell.
29 for 2. Bayleaf Blasters. They were put into bat by Cinnamon Pieces. So Dennis Smith now joined his uncle. Yeah, I was really lucky to get off there. Devon Smith. Third man on the boundary, backward point. Cover on the boundary, extra cover on a long offside. As Smith plays this one back past the bowler, he's going to pick up his first run. Peters coming around from long off. That's 30 for 2. So left-handed Devon Smith comes into strike. Again. The keeper keeping up as Narayan to Smith. Right up in the block hole. You're going to get a single as it just went past the bowler. And the fielder coming at extra cover coming around. So one more as we complete over number 5. Bayleaf Blasters 31 for 2 after being asked to bat first.
Good deliveries to end the over there from Narayan. Right hand is right in the block hole. Well handled by the batters. 31 for 2 after 5. Looking for probably again at the pass score. We still think it's just around the 100 mark. Although in this wicket it seems to be in the 80s. Still another probably 50, 60 runs will be needed here.
Yes, 31 for 2. Not the kind of scoring rate you really want. With the Smiths in now, and those are 2 most experienced players there for the Blasters. Devon Smith will be taking strike. He's on 4. He's at 5 balls for his 4 runs. Onto the back foot and plays it down to long on. Will get a comfortable single. His nephew Dennis was a little bit tardy in taking off, but they get it comfortably in the end. We've had uncle and nephew's combination. I think Raw Lewis and Dominic Lewis. I hope I got my details right. But in terms of international cricket, of course, you've had brothers who've represented their countries over the years. Here is Charles in, bowls, tugged down to the deep backward square position, would get a single as the return comes in. So Dennis Smith has gone to 2. Devon Smith has come into strike, he's on 5. And going back, in fact, in the 1930s, we're going to come back to that. Good shot, use of the feet, good use of the feet by Devon Smith, and lifts that nicely over long on for 6. Came down the track, got to the pitch of it, went underneath it and lifted it handsomely. 6 runs to Devon Smith. He's gone to 11, it's now 39 for 2.
Proper use of the feet there. The off spinner going wrong, trying to flight it outside the off stump, but Devon using the chip, get down and hit it over a wideish, with on for 6.
Well, Smith again was dancing down the track, and the bowler Charles saw him come in and just pulled it down, and Smith had to make a little bit of adjustment, push the ball out to extra cover. They got a single though, so Devon Smith showing intention to begin to be aggressive. 12 of 8 balls. Here is a shot that's going down to the mid-wicket area. It's going to go all the way, that 6 runs. So a bit of bottom hand into that one by Dennis Smith. I don't think he's very happy indeed that it got more to the bottom part of the bat, but the result is what he wanted. 6 runs over the mid-wicket area, and he is now pushed on to 8. So this is turning out to be a pretty expensive over here by Charles. 2 6s already in the over. Here is a delivery. Hits that again. Over mid-wicket. That's going. It's gone. 6 runs. Well, that was even further. Hit cleaner this time. And what a way to climax the over. So, a very productive over there by Bayleaf Blasters. And some 21 runs coming off that over. Very fruitful over. And at the end of 6 is 52 for 2.
That's what the doctor would have ordered. I think the off spinner bowling over the wicket, and he has the ability to turn the ball a bit, and so he's turning into the right-handed Smith, and So you really, you say help it along. And of course, he has the ability to hit hard. So too is Devon. And this make for exciting period of play to come.
Really is. Well, 52 for 2, so we've got just another 4 overs remaining. And it's going to be crucial 4 overs. So it's going to be, well, Williams is going to come from round the wicket. Will be seeking to sink the ball into maybe Devon Smith's pad. He's a left-hander. Keeper standing up. Moves in. Now to bowl to Smith. Smith is pulling that down to the mid-wicket area. That's gone too. That's a beautiful shot. 6 runs now confirmed by the umpire. It was a full toss and he got a lot of bottom hand into it. Let's look at it here. Lifted it. Beautiful shot. Took it from outside the off stump and lifted it over mid-wicket for 6. So Devon Smith has gone to 18.
It looked easy. I think it's a very difficult shot to play because he actually had to get under the ball that was tipping and hit it that far.
Yeah, Ali, quite interestingly you said that because now you've got to know the game to appreciate that shot. It was outside the off stump, dipping on him, and was able to use the bottom hand, though it was a full toss, and lifted it over mid-wicket. You've got to be a special kid to play that shot.
Definitely, it's a difficult shot to play. But just looking at the lineup of the side, Smith, the opening batsman is true, it's just game number 2. I think one of the Smiths should be opening bat in this lineup.
I would agree with you. I'm not quite sure if they got the opening pair right. But like all teams, of course, they know their players and probably know their players more than we do.
They are the experienced one and has played far more cricket than probably everyone else. And they could bat high. Smith is a genuine opener.
Tug down to deep mid-wicket. That's 4 more. That's 4 more. Taken again, this time outside the off stump. It was something of a hard volley. And he was not going to hit that through extra cover. He saw that there was space, acreage in the on the onside, and he tugged it from outside the off stump down to the straightish long mid-wicket boundary. 4 more to Devon Smith. Well, he's on 5. He's gone to 22. And that went all along the ground in contrast to the one before that went in the air. Here is a delivery. He lifts that down to the long on area. The catch is going to be taken. Gone. So the enterprising innings of Devon Smith has come to an end on 22. The catch has been taken. And so he is gone. Caught down there by Peters. And they've not lost another wicket. So Bayleaf Blasters just lost Devon Smith. Gone for 22. 62 for 3. And that had to be a very crucial dismissal because he was beginning to really press the pedal.
But you have to give the bowler, young bowler, credit there, Williams, because he stuck to his task. He kept it up, forcing Smith to trying to get under it as much as possible. He couldn't really get that leverage and right under it to hit it over the boundary line. And so led to his downfall. So good bowling.
So, Blasters, last few deliveries, very productive. So with Devon Smith going, John Olive has come in to, sorry, Jaylon. Did say John Olive, who plays, of course, for a different team. Jaylon Olive has come in to replace him. So, Dennis Smith obviously will have to sort of take control here now. Williams just rather meticulous about his field placing. The third man is going to remain in the circle, cover inside the circle. There's a sweeper, extra cover and a long off. Here he is outside the off stump. That's a wayward delivery. It was really wide, confirmed by the umpire now. So extras move on now to 5. They're urging Williams on. You can hear the admonitions coming through the microphone. Lift that in the air. That's going a long way. It's going to go outside the boundary. That's 6 runs. Well, he lifted it. It went very high in the air, but I realized that it had sufficient coverage, and it went over the boundary line, clearing it maybe about by 8 meters. Sufficient enough to get there. That was a big hit by Dennis Smith. Takes his total to 20. Nice shot. The mid-wicket fielder for a moment thought he was in business. Scoop essayed by the keeper is down. I think he got hit hard. Right, well, he got up, so at least we can breathe a sigh of relief. But the manner in which he tumbled over, as Dennis Smith was looking to play the scoop shot, and hit him somewhere in the rib cage area. Right, Ali?
I think that's what flew him more than anything else. Yeah.
For a moment, I got concerned, but he got up a little while later and confirmed that he is going to be all right, unsided by the movement of Dennis Smith for the scoop. Could be a real difficult assignment for the keeper when the batsman gets inside and looks to scoop.
It's also dangerous to the batter because you seem to be getting in line with the ball and then try to hit it off somewhere that is not really protected.
That's right. Here is Williams bowls, and Smith is driving up to long on. Quickly moving across to his left, covering some distance to his left. There is Peters, who took the catch, sends the ball back, and the batsman had time to cross for 1. So 7 overs gone. They've moved rather quickly. The scoring rate has now gone up to 10 per over, 70 for 3. And they will want to think maybe Ali in the next 3 or so overs get up to beyond the 100 mark.
Yeah, as we said repeatedly, that the pass score is 100 plus, and they must be eyeing that. And I think they have put themselves in a very good position to do that now. 3 overs to go. They only have lost 3 wickets, so the batsman will have a free will to go at it, and it's a question of making contact with ball.
Yeah. So Dennis Smith in 21 taking strike. 9 balls up to long off. The ball is pushed by Smith, gets a single, takes his total to 22. So the last batsman to fall, Devon Smith, was caught. Kenry Peters of the bowling of Will Williams went for 22. And they certainly accelerated the score. It was needed. The batsman would have a little mid-wicket dialogue. The old-fashioned commentators would say mid-wicket conference. Moves in once more. Here's Micah Narayan in, bowls, and he's wrapped on the pad. There is appeal for leg before, not given out by the umpire, not really supported by the other close-in fieldsmen, but Narayan screamed at the umpire, and the umpire remained as constant as the Northern Star, saying not out. Well, you got players, once you hit the pad, there's some of them that go up in thunderous appeal. Here he is once more. Is Narayan in, bowls, wraps him on the pad again, and not given out by the umpire. This time the ball going out on the offside. The keeper running around, peeling off the right glove rather quickly. But the batsman saw that there was the opportunity for the single. Scampered home, got a single. Leg by signal by the umpire. Total has moved on by 1 to 72 for 3.
The umpire is right again. It was pitch just about middle leg and going further down.
Brings Dennis Smith now into strike. That's going to go down to the fine leg boundary for 4 by signal by the umpire. The keeper is standing up, slanting down the leg side, and Smith was looking to tickle it. Didn't get anything attached to it. And the ball beat him and also beat the keeper down to fine leg. There's no chance of the fine leg fielder seeking to cut that off at all. Didn't stand a chance. And it went into the boundary for 4.
Really, that fine leg feeling in the circle is when you really get a ball that probably goes straight to any side of it. It's very difficult to stop.
Here is a delivery outside the off stump, hit down to the long off position. And they get 1. The ball just stopping as it dropped onto the ground. So 1 more to Smith's total is gone to 23. We're in over number 8, just a 1 delivery remaining in this over. Narayan has bowled rather well, rather economical.
He generally goes well, somewhere low speed.
Good Yorker-like delivery that he pushes down to mid-wicket and gets a single. So the over comes to an end. Very good bowling here by Mike and Narayan. 2 overs, no means none for 6. And although he hasn't picked up a wicket, Ali, but he's been very containing.
With that stage of the game, you also need to do that. You need to be tight, you need to be aligned. It's not all about getting the wickets, it's about containing the runs. And this was an excellent over in that situation.
So Jalen Olive will have to take strike. 2 overs to go. It's 78 for 3. Can they bring this total up to 100? The run rate now is 9.75. So it's critical that they really do something special. Here's Chaval St. Paul, who is in now on balls and looking to hit the ball over long on. Doesn't make the kind of contact that he wanted. Let's see what the umpire would signal. Well, he did make contact, but the ball inadvertently went down to third man, got a single. Just a third man in. There is a squarish cover, sweeper on the boundary, extra cover, somewhat on the straight side, long off, long on, deep mid wicket and deep backward square. Looking to scoop that one is Dennis Smith, and that's the second time he's tried to scoop it, but didn't make contact. Keeper collecting behind the stumps.
The third man and the fine leg are in the circle, so a scoop will surely takes it over them, but I think he could have also hit that ball over cover.
St. Paul's once more in, bowls to Smith. Smith is driving the ball down to long on, will get a single. Ball travelling much too quickly for the second run, so he's moved on by 1. He's gone to 24. Total is pushed on to 80. I think he's a little annoyed with himself. Maybe felt that that delivery should have been more productive. St. Paul's this time in now and bowls to Olive. Olive is driving hard. Gets it down to the long off position and they're able to get a single. So Peter's doing a good job down there at long off.
And for the people who are wondering, Jill and Olive, if it's the same person known as Boise, yes, he is the Calypsonian. He did play quite a bit of cricket at the youth level.
Here St. Paul's moves in now to bowl to Smith. And Smith is looking to dab that outside the off. There's an appeal for cut behind. The umpire remains on move. The keeper went up and threw it in the air as if to say, hey, I got ya. But Smith is there. All is well that ends well.
He is not supported by the bowler, and most bowlers think even when he's not close to being out that they have the man. So when he doesn't go up, that sums it up.
Here is the final delivery in this over. He's in. St. Paul bowls and pulls down to the long on position. Will get a single. Return coming in very quickly, preventing the batsman from contemplating about the second run as Hippolyte coming across rather quickly and cuts the ball off. So that completes the over. And at the end of 9 is 82 for 3, 82 for 3. And Ali will be very much of a challenge to get up to that 100 mark. It means that they'll probably have to get 17 to get up to that 100 mark that we always talk about.
Yeah, but not that out
line in terms of getting there, because the last game, the last over was 22 was scored. But I think 80 has sort of been the par. We've been saying 100, but in the 80s, I think 4 teams have got just around that score for the day. So it's still a par score and could go either way. Still one over, another 10, 15 runs, I think, will on this ground is reasonable.
So here is Adel Beggs down the leg side. Will be confirmed the wide by the umpire. Smith will want to take whatever advantage he can get of this over. Would want to bring this very close. This has to be a productive over for the Blasters, Bayleaf Blasters. Can he blast maybe 10 or 15 runs in this over? In once more, Bolsa Smith. Smith is off the back foot, hits that down to the squarish cover position. It's getting very close to the boundary. It won't reach there. They will come back for the second. The return comes in now, brings the keeper forward, and they get 2. So Smith has gone to the quarter century mark now. Sorry, he's gone to 27. Important over. This is the final over here. Ball by Adel Beggs. Comes in once more in bright sunshine. Easy economical approach. He's there on Bolsa Smith. Smith is advancing down the track. He's that down to long off. The catch is going to be taken. Gone. So he's cut down, hold out down at the long off area. Smith goes, cut it long off of the bowling of Adel Beggs. He's gone for 27. And the Blasters, they've lost another one, 85 for 5.
Well, as we have seen today, the ball given a little bit more height. Smith being that short guy, couldn't really get on top of it. And so he took the upper part of the bat and went high in the air, giving long on a simple catch.
So out goes Dennis Smith. In comes Markel Batiste to replace him. But they know they've got only 4 deliveries remaining. It is a working total, but they certainly would have liked Bayleaf Blasters to get up maybe to the 100 mark. Looks a little bit improbable now. Here's St. Paul's to Olive. Sorry, Beggs to Olive. Wide delivery down the leg side. Keeper did very well to skip across to his left. If he had missed that, that would have gone down to the fine leg boundary.
The batsman must be disappointed that he lost out there, because it was full and it was behind his legs and didn't make contact.
Yes, all he needed was a little tickle. Olive taps away at the crease, looks up and sees that Beggs is in. Bowls short delivery, cuts down to the backward point area. It may not go all the way into the boundary. Pull back just inside. They come back for the second. The return comes in. They won't come for the third. It's a good one. So 2 runs. Ball struck down to backward point. Airborne for quite some time. Oliver's gone to 5. Total has moved on now to 88 for 4. So a chance for them to get into the 90s. Beggs. In again, bowls to Olive. Olive hits that down to the mid-wicket area. Will get only a single. They're going to come back for the second. The return comes in. They've got to hurry. And just manages to get there. Good running there. Good back of the Markel Batiste. Saw the opportunity to get the second run. And he had to stride back home. He was running to the danger end. And in the end, got there. Safely, that is. Had to stretch the muscles to get there, but he made it. 90 for 4. 2 legal deliveries remaining. Beggs is in balls, and they will run for the single. The return, and I think he's got him. Yes, he's got him. He's run out. Well, the ball was missed. They were going for the bye. The keeper got the ball, sent it back to the bowler, and the bowler ran him out. So I thought that was a very good double play. Well, not quite double play, but a good relay, and knocked that stump out of the ground. So he's gone run out. That's Olive run out by Hazard, and got 7.
Well, I think he gave up on it because with just
one delivery to go. Is it one or two?
It's one to go.
But I think he did, either he didn't expect the bowler to throw the ball or not, because he didn't really make an attempt to get back in. So good combination between the wicketkeeper and the bowler.
Yes, nice relay effort. And the bowler, I've seen players miss so close, but he was right on target. Here's the final delivery in the innings. That is hit up to mid-off. They will come back for the second run. Let's see how good the throw is. Not a good one. And they will come back for the third. The ball going down to the non-striker's end, and he's run out. So they were gonna go for everything, really.
Of course, nothing to lose.
Right, they were going back for the third run when the run out took place. So they got two. So bayleaf Blasters, the innings coming to a close. Out for, they got to 92. We'll have to wait to confirm by the scorers whether it was 92 or 93. The 92 confirmed 92 for 6. 92 for 6. And of course, it's going to be a working total. Not a big total, Ali de Bella, but working.
Yeah, and as we have seen, and in the previous games today, although the wicket now should have been probably at its best, because with a perfect day sun all through, it show all the moisture in it would have gone, but it still get a bit of not uneven bounce, and by no means a difficult wicket to bat. It's just that comparing with yesterday, the free flowing shots are not that easy as it was yesterday, and so where the past score yesterday would have been just around the 100, probably has gone to just about 85 today. And so 92, I think you're still in with a very good chance.
Yes, so just to give you a little bit of the scorecard here of the bayleaf Blasters. Leon Chichester was run out by Charles for 20 deliveries. Had a 6 and 2 fours. Josh Noel, stump hazard of the bowling of Peters, went for 1. Devon Smith, good enterprising innings. He was caught. Peters of the bowling of Williams went for 22, 11 balls, 19 minutes at the crease, 2 sixes, 1 4. Dennis Smith, rather enterprising knock, 16 balls for his 27 runs, and struck 3 towering sixes. Jalen Olive was run out by Hazard for 7. Markel Batiste again run out there. He went without scoring. Shaquem Edwards not out, 2. And Amical Dubisset not out, no score. So bayleaf Blasters, they got up to 92 for 6 of the allotment of 10 overs. Let's look a little bit at the Cinnamon Pacers bowling attack. Ruel Williams, 2 overs, no maidens, 1 for 27. Javel St. Paul had none for 13 of 2. Kenroy Peters, 1 for 3 of 1. Adel Biggs, 2 overs, no maidens, picked up 1 for 16. Micah Narain, I thought he bowled so very well, just 6 runs coming off his 2 overs, and Charles had 1, none for 21, rather expensive. He's most expensive of the bowlers, none for 21 of 1. So the Cinnamon Pacers, they will have a victory target of 93. The runs already on the board. bayleaf Blasters runs are there. So quite frankly, I think now with the Blasters having 92, it's a good gauge for them to decide how they are going to put a stop to the Cinnamon Pacers. But I'm sure they're a little bit disappointed. They probably would have wanted to get past the 100 mark. But today has been very much in contrast to the first day, where the scoring was much higher, playing on a different pitch maybe, and the performance was not as cavalier-like as yesterday, and none of the teams really getting over the 100 mark.
I think one of the reasons it is a different pitch and with a little bit more bonks. So I think a lot of the batsmen weren't able to get on top of the ball to hit it. And even when it pitch up fairly close, it bonks on them suddenly. So the hitting was not as effective as it was yesterday. And I think that's what led to probably a lower scoring day than yesterday.
So the Bayleaf Blasters just doing the little warm-up exercises, and they'll be out there shortly seeking to defend what you may call a modest total of 92, but it is a working total. And of course the Cinnamon Pacers are going to be seeking the best to see how they can eclipse that 92 posted by Bayleaf Blasters. We're going to take a short break and then we'll come back for the commencement of the Cinnamon Pacers innings.
Welcome back at the National Stadium. See the conclusion of this third encounter, the sixth match of this Dream11's Special T10 tournament. Cinnamon Pieces require 93 for victory. As I welcome back Denoy with me, as we said, average score looking in the late 80s at 93 for victory. Certainly is not, still can be a challenging score.
It can be a challenging score once the Belief Blasters bowl in the right line and keep things tight. I think it will definitely be a challenging score for the Cinnamon Spaces.
Alec Atanas, left-handed batsman from Dominica, a young player that showed tremendous talent. Had a good knock of 66 yesterday. Really would be one of the players that Cinnamon Pieces be looking to. He has done very well in all the games he would have played here at the National Stadium, whether the T20, played a few games, played some really brilliant innings, and yesterday was a tremendous inning. This young player who would have played for the Windward Volcanoes and West Indies under 19 team really demonstrate, immense talent.
Very talented youngster.
Do be set from that southern end. First ball down the leg side and will be signal wide. Umpire John Mark presiding. Jerome Fraser in square leg. The field for Dubiset. Short third man. He has a backward point on the boundary. A square cover mid off deep. They come right arm around the wicket. Again, this ball goes down the leg side and again wide signal. Just losing his line a bit.
Just trying to bowl a little bit too straight.
Well, he's now going over the wicket in my view, which is the right place that he should be bowling.
Definitely a better plan.
On the leg side, again, we have a short fine leg just on the circle in Josh Noel. Deep backward square on the boundary. Mid wicket, Devon Smith, and a mid on. Dubiset now comes over the wicket. And this ball is played down to that short third man again. 1 run. Certainly, if he was on the third man boundary, it would have remained 1. So we are seeing that even though you're in short third man, he cannot stop the single.
No, not at all.
So then it sometimes asks what sense it makes staying there.
You better save yourself 3 runs.
I threw without loss. The right-handed Heron Campbell comes in to strike. Campbell, former national player. Good delivery. He covers up and push it on the onside. Pieces requiring 93 for victory. So we haven't seen big scores today. 106. The first team on a wicket that really was giving some assistance. This one is hit down to mid-on. That goes over the mid-on field and goes down to the boundary for 4. Didn't seem as though he get hold of it, but picked up 4 runs.
Yeah, lucky, but very good shot there for Campbell. And I think this, when he's seen the ball going to the boundary, very pleasing for him.
Yes, Campbell, who have been away from cricket for a while. Well, real competitive cricket. So good to see he's back together with Leon Chichester. Played again to that short fine leg. Ball traveling very quickly. No chance of a run. Bayleaf Blasters probably got off to a really good start at one time, 58 in 6 overs. It was expected that they probably get even more than they would have eventually scored.
Yeah, I guess from since the fall of wicket of Devon Smith, they lose the way coming into the end. Short ball hit down to mid wicket square leg. Very
goes down to the boundary for 4. Really shot, really that was played very well. He hit it very well, Campbell. And the fielder on the square leg boundary had some difficulty moving to his left, and it bunks off and goes into the boundary for 4.
Yeah, poor fielding there by the fielder on the deep square boundary.
So 11 without loss. Good start.
A very good start there by the cinnamon pieces.
Good confident start. Campbell playing a 2 good shot. This one he look more in control. To set. Who is known to be very accurate, very skillful in bowling a slow delivery. This one is short hit in the air. Let's see. And it's going to go over the long leg. That long leg boundary for 6. Short ball. And even though Campbell didn't get hold of it, but really went way over that long leg position, taking high up on the bat. And the fielder who was feeling that a short fine leg, really even if he didn't get hold of it properly, would have cleared him very easily.
Yeah, it was excellent start there by cinnamon pieces after the first over. 17 without loss.
Yeah, very good start. Campbell 14 and Altenes 1. Very important pair for pieces, cinnamon pieces. These two have been known to play the piece very well. Atenas in particular, very good player, very good time of the ball.
He's very talented and he seems to have a very good head on his shoulders, so you know how to piece it in and have a very good innings.
Yes, and he will prepare to face Ronald Williams from this northern end. One must mention the condition has been beautiful for cricket today. The sun is continuing to shine really bright. Really a good spectacle.
Yeah, very much so.
Williams. This one is played stylishly by Atenes as he push it down to the fielder at mid-off. And that fielder,
Richard Rogers,
who is at mid-off. It's 17 for no wicket after the first over. Short ball, and this one almost past that short backward square there. 1 to Altenas. He moves to 218 without loss.
and the cardinal sin has been committed by Ronald Williams, overstepping there, and it seems to be a free hit for Aaron Gamble.
Yes, certainly it's the sort of game that you wouldn't want that to happen. 19. Umpire Fraser, they just call in the no ball. But they took a single, so there could have been adjustment on the field.
Yeah, so Smith is making these adjustments to the field.
Williams. This one hit to mid wicket, and going to rush into the boundary for 4. Short delivery. And they really, the leg side field, which is just 4 fielder, so there are a lot of gaps on the leg side. Yeah, and take full advantage of the short delivery and hit it for 4.
Yeah, it's not bowling fast enough to be digging that ball so short into the pitch. You know, it's just standing up and say, hit me, you know.
Unless he maybe was trying to bowl a slower delivery and really pitch it short. 18 to Campbell, who rushes to 18 of 6 delivery. The leg side field short, fine leg, mid wicket, sort of straightish, mid on, just on the circle, and mid wicket on the boundary. And Campbell is hitting that again between that mid wicket and that mid on, and it races again for another 4.
And could you imagine this? I think the umpire have selected another no ball. It is another no ball, another free hit again.
Yeah, and just overstepping there. again is Williams. Second no ball in this over.
Yeah, so there.
.28.
28 runs after just 1.1 over.
Really good start, Williams. This one is loft, and let's see, gonna just drop just one bounce.
It's on the rope.
Seem to drop on the rope. So this one is he's taking full advantage of this one as it goes for the first six of the inning. 34 without loss. Really flying start
By the pieces there.
by the Pacers. Williams in his first over, just 2 deliveries, so 17 so far.
Yeah, two legal deliveries. You know, he actually bowled 4 deliveries, 2 legal and 2 legal deliveries.
34 without loss, 1.3 over. Now the fielder has been pushed right back on that mid-wicket boundary. And this one is choked down to mid-off. Single taken there by Campbell. Who moves to 28. 35 without loss. Really impressive start.
Yeah, we're still in the second over. If you look at just 58 runs in from 50 deliveries, it should be easy pickings for the batting team.
Yeah, really should be easy. And you say the right word, it should be easy. Easy picking. The left-handed Atanas comes into strike. Really sweet time of the ball. Good lifting delivery. Again, he's looking to exploit it, probably hit it over that point region. Again, another no ball, the third no ball in this over. So Williams is really having some difficulty.
Yeah, someone need to talk to Williams. He's a very young bowler and he seems to be talented. Just get into him, just let him know, just to get trying to maybe bowl a little too fast, looking for too much pace and overstepping the line.
Yeah, one of the things you see with some of the young fellows, fast bowlers, just seem to be running from anywhere. And obviously a wide is being bowled now.
And this free still stands. So it's actually going downhill for the Bayleaf Blasters.
One of the key things in a fast bowler is that you have to be consistent. In that, one of the good things is that when you take a mark, you got to make sure that you start to run from your mark all the time, not running from anywhere. Let's see what he does now, and he's bowled him off that no ball, free hit. And Athena's really looking for the big hit, maybe to hit him somewhere over mid-wicket. Losses of stump in the process.
Yeah, if Williams can repeat, look at the shot here on the screen. He's looking for the maximum shot of a laying ball and onto the middle stump.
Yeah, actually losing his middle stump. Certainly no damage as a free hit. It's 37 without loss. Still 1 delivery in the second over.
So if Williams can just repeat what the bowler just bowled.
He's over the wicket, and this one is hit down to mid-off. Again, not timing it too well, but he takes up a single. So that concludes his second over, 38 without loss, requiring 55 in 48 deliveries.
Yeah, just about 6.88 runs per over. And I think this is a very good setup. Beautiful. I think the best start we have seen for the entire day.
Yeah, well, after you see the best start in the tournament so far, 38 without loss in 2 overs. Really a good start. And this is what I found, because yes, the pitch probably have a life in it, but again, it's not a difficult pitch to bat on. I think you just try to play each ball on its merit. But chasing 92 is you get off to a good start, you really will put yourself in good position to win the game.
Yeah, definitely so. And I thinking that the Bayleaf Blasters, we tried everything. Devon Smith is an experienced team. They will try everything to get back into the game. It's not over. Still 6.88 runs over, just 55 runs in from 48 deliveries. So it's not over until it's over. This is cricket.
Well, we have seen it happen even in a previous game when one would have thought that the way that the wickets were falling and runs were not coming, one would have expected that the result would have been different. But Darren Net came in and just changed things around in a quick period of time.
Yeah, it was very good.
Well,
It is,
we seen spin from that southern end. Deron Hippolyte, a former national player. Off spin, he's coming around the wicket to bowl to Atenas. Right around the wicket. This one is hit straight. Back past the bowler for 4. Really confident shot.
very good shot there by Atenas. Straight. Whenever you get value for shot once you're playing straight.
Yeah, most definitely. It was in the slot. He was able to hit it back over the bowler head for 4. 42 without loss. Atenas, 66 yesterday. Really good looking runs. And again he hits straight, and this one, let's see, gonna just drop one bounce again. Goes for another 4. And as you rightly said, Denroy, you hitting straight, you certainly limit the risk that you take.
Yeah, and you definitely get value for your shots. So definitely good batting there by Atenas. And a wonderful start there by the Bayleaf, by the Cinnamon Pacers.
He's on 11 from 8 deliveries, 46 into the third over. This one is stroked through the covers. Really beautiful shot. And this is going to run very close runs into the boundary for 4. And this was all about timing, as he more or less push it past the cover fielder to the left of the cover fielder.
Beautiful batting there by Atenas. Atenas decided he's actually playing with the field. He's looking for the shot, the space in the gap, and he's actually finding those gaps and getting actually value for his shot.
Yeah, and one of the thing about him is that it's not all power, but timing and placement. And the cover fielder they have in the chase, just losing the battle. 50 without loss. We are still in the third over.
And that was 50. That's a good run rate at 20 runs per over.
Hippolyte goes around the wicket. This one is swept and past the short fine leg, and this is going to go into the boundary once again for another 4. Good shot. Hippolyte coming around the wicket and just throwing a little bit on the legs, and being swept and swept well.
Very good shot there, but poor fielding there by Josh Thomas. I think they should have saved him at least 3 runs there, but cost them another 3 runs and bring it total up to 54 with a loss after 2.4 overs.
19 to Atenas. Hippolyte. 16 so far in this over. This one is played to mid wicket, and let's see, they'll just take 1.
Very good batting by Atenas after hitting 4 consecutive boundaries. Get off the strike with a nice single. That's smart batting there by the young batsman.
Yeah, he's a really good player. He's on 20. Campbell 29 comes back into strike. Hippolyte none for 17 in 5 deliveries. Now he goes around the wicket to the right-handed Campbell. 55 without loss. We had still in the third over. Campbell looking to sweep it, went past the keeper. They're going to run for 2. Let's see, we'll wait on the signal there as he was looking to sweep. And let's see, comes off the glove probably and just went over the keeper head. So 2 more runs. 57 for the loss of no wicket after 3 overs with Heron Campbell 31 from 10 and Atenas 20 from 11.
Wonderful, wonderful batting there from Cinnamon Pieces. Chasing a victory, a total of just over 93 for victory. And at the end of 3 overs, 57 without loss. Wonderful batting there again. They're in a very comfortable position.
Yeah, they need 36 from 42 deliveries. Really traveling very quickly. But we know what 1 wicket can do or 2 wickets can do, change things around. But really, they seem to be in total control at this moment.
Yes, and I think I alluded to earlier on, 1 can bring 2 and 2 can bring 3, and you look at the whole panic can get into the team, and the bowling or the fielding team can get back into the game. Now we have a very good young leg spinner coming to bowl, Richard Rogers. Very smart and have the variations, both the googly and the flippers. So I guess as much he would try to work his magic and bring back his team into the game.
Yeah, good bowler is Rogers. Right arm leg spin. Hit beautifully over extra cover. And yet another 6 for Atenas. And the ease in which he played that shot, given the room there, and hit it really cleanly over extra cover for 6.
Yeah, very good shot there by Atenas. You know, it was just over extra cover. There was room. There was no spin on the ball, and it was over the extra cover for 6 runs.
So it seems that this game is going to move over really quickly. It's 63 without loss in over number 4, 3.1 over bowl. And Atenas 26 from 12 deliveries, 4 fours and 1 6. As Rogers. This one he played to the, again, that short fine leg, but enough time for him to pick up a single. As Josh Thomas in that position had to move to his right.
So he's 29 runs in need of just 40 deliveries. Good batting there by both openers for the Cinnamon Pieces.
Campbell on 31. He's looking to swing, and that just seemed to just miss this one there as Campbell again looking for the big shot. Just seemed to go into his path, probably outside the off stump. Quicker delivery as he looking to play it on the onside, but even from here you could get the impression it comes off the bat.
Yeah, there were 2 noises there. And I think that Campbell is a very experienced batsman. He would not be looking to go after Rogers at the moment. Just get out of the strike and continue.
He covers up again, we taking on the pad. The appeal goes up and the batsman goes for 1 run. Let's see the signal. Leg by. Bowler looks a bit disappointed there as we look at the replay.
That's a googly from Richard Rogers there. Oh, that's a very close one. Very close one.
Yeah, look.
Maybe he's just outside the line, you know.
Yeah, look pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close there.
Yeah. Campbell. Yeah, it was a googly.
Yeah.
Probably would feel a little hard done. Atenas comes into strike. And this one is swung well over the backward square, and yet goes for another 6. Playing the reverse sweep there. We have seen him playing the shot before and picked it up really well as we look at the replay. And hit it over the right-hander playing a sweep shot. Picked it up and hit it for 6.
Very inventive shot there, and executed very well too by Atenas. And as I said, at the end of over number 4, it is 71 without loss. And chasing a total of just 93 for victory.
Yeah, very impressive start by both openers. Both openers have been very attacking. And the key thing is being able to select the right shots. And they have done it very well. Atenas hitting his second 6, only 13 deliveries, 14 deliveries faced, 2 fours and 2 sixes. Campbell 13 deliveries, 4 fours and 2 sixes. The sort of start you want, really an impressive start.
That's the kind of start you need in T10 competition, any T10 match. That's a wonderful start there.
Batiste. Markel Batiste. This one is pushed on the onside by Campbell. No chance of a run. 71 without loss. Pacers really seem to be running away with this game. And this one is hit back over his head, and the fielder on the long on boundary comes in. So that's one more to Campbell. Takes his score on to 32. So far faced 15 deliveries. And Atenes 33 from 14 deliveries.
So impressive batting by both batsmen. So both ends the Bayleaf are being attacked.
Yeah. Batiste, Atenes again short, fine, deep backward square on the boundary, mid wicket on the boundary, mid wicket, long on. Short third man, backward point, cover on the boundary, long off. That's the second delivery coming. They pull long to mid wicket. There's one more. Really impressive stand. We have seen a stand 120 before the first wicket fell yesterday. Fletcher and Regis. They would have lost today, the Warriors. But at 74 without loss, hey, you doesn't expect Pacers going to lose this one.
No, you're not expecting the loop from there.
Again, hit to mid wicket. Atenes looking to pick that gap between the long on and the wide mid wicket, or straightish mid wicket. It's 74 without loss. Batiste in his first over. Markel Batiste, left arm over. Plays smoothly by Atenes. The fielder on the mid wicket boundary comes in, so that's one more. 75 without loss. We have 5 overs being bowled.
That's the end of the victory, actually 76 without loss.
Yeah, 76 without loss, and just 17 runs required, still with 30 deliveries. We certainly haven't changed, but we certainly will just continue to the end.
Yeah.
Really a healthy run rate.
Yeah, that's 15.20 after 5 overs. That's a very good run rate. Just about 17 runs needed from 30 deliveries.
Yeah, not a bad over from Batiste. He only went for 5. Rogers, who went for 14 in his first over, will continue. Atenes on 35
of 17 deliveries.
4 fours and 2 sixes.
Rogers continues with his leg spin.
See, 3 fielders on the boundary on the leg side. This one is played back to the bowler.
The Bayleaf Blasters will have to finish strong, no matter what. If it seems to be out, but they have to finish strong.
Played down to again. The fielder George having some difficulty. But another single. Atenes, he goes on to 36. 77 without loss. And Campbell.
I'm very much impressed with Campbell. You know, a very experienced campaigner.
Yeah, he would have done well at the under 19 level. And even Grenada, he did captain or vice captain for Grenada team at one time. Plays his own down to Longan. Longan had to move to his right. He's just doing it in singles. I guess no need to rush. It's Williams. Ronald Williams. Feeling on the boundary. This one is again turned down to Thomas. Again, field there by Rogers. Umpire Fraser is answering the negative. Campbell again. He have opened the batting for Grenada for a number of years. I know him even at the Windward's level on the 19 level.
Yeah.
Also on the 15, he actually started at the under 15 level with Andre Fletcher. This time he's looking to see his out leg before. This time Williams looking to sweep. Athena's looking to sweep there and missed, and the appeal went up and umpire giving him a leg before.
I think the batsman seems to be very unlucky there. Seems to be pitching just outside leg stump. But again, the umpire adjudged this to be hitting middle and pitching on line, so I guess as much is gone. But very good knock there by Atenas.
Yeah, really, really good knock. And yeah, must feel really disappointed with being given out there. But certainly the umpires are in probably a better position, make his judgment. So 80 for 1. Atenas again playing a very good inning. A little bit unlucky. But with just 13 runs to go, I think it's no doubt that Pisa's going to really come through with this one very easily.
Yeah, as Batis continues.
So Chad Charles replaces Atenas. And Campbell plays on down to mid-wicket again. Mid-wicket just a little bit slow coming off the boundary, but was able to prevent the second run. So 81 it is for 1. Chad Charles, another former under 19 cricketer for Grenada. Bowls a bit of an off spin.
Okay. Yeah, he's a good batsman. He have experience, so he would not look to play big shots. Just get off the strike and just rotate until the victory come.
Yeah, no need to play any rush shots. I still have 23 deliveries to be bowled. 12 runs needed. This ball is played back to the bowler. Really, we have seen 3 good games today. One very close one. Victory of the final ball. This would be a convincing victory by the Pacers.
Yeah, I think the stat they got from the 2 opponents definitely would give the other players some encouragement as the tournament progresses.
And this is driven, good shot to the cover fielder had to come wrong on the boundary. Do some good work there and just limited the batsman to 1 run.
So good feeling there on the boundary by Ronald Williams. And very good ground cover, and good throw to the keeper.
Yeah, he had to move quickly to his right and he did it well. And Charles just hitting this one in the air. It's going to be a simple catch for the keeper. What would become really a nothing shot.
Yeah, definitely. And the current match situation at the moment doesn't call for this big shot. And your team is actually 10 runs on 20 deliveries, and you are playing this killer shot. I think But all in all, it's cricket. The captain, Michael Naran, would come in and definitely try to rotate his strike and bring home victory to the Cinnamon Pacers.
Yeah, most definitely. Again, he played the shot and he hit it over mid-wicket. We certainly would have seen a good shot, but maybe again the choice of shot even at this point was not really necessary. So Mike Naran, the captain, he would feel pleased of the situation. Pacers need 10 from 19 deliveries. Narayan also on the 19 player. Played on the 19 for the Winwoods.
Very experienced.
Very experienced cricketer. I would be disappointed as we come to the end of the over that he didn't do much more with that full toss.
Yeah, full delivery. I think he's looking to hit this ball a little bit too hard and mistimed it to extra cover for no run. But that completes the end of the 7th over. And Cinnamon Pacers are 83 for 2 and still required another 10 runs from 18 deliveries.
Yeah, certainly that shouldn't create much difficulty. So just to run through the matches for tomorrow. The first game, bayleaf Blasters, they're going to come up against Clove Challengers. That would be the first game tomorrow morning, followed by Cinnamon Pacers versus Saffron Strikers. And Ginger Generals will play Nutmeg Warriors. Just about concluding today's rounds of match number 6. And Pacers will really want to come home victors in this game. Campbell 37 from 20 played a good hand. Shakim Edwards it is pick it up from this northern end. And for him, 3-fielder long on the boundary, mid-wicket on the boundary. And we have Shakim first delivery, then the batsman Campbell looking to flick it somewhere down to mid-wicket, made no contact. The ball just seemed to be staying down a bit.
Yeah, it's getting closer than we think. It's 10 off 17 deliveries. If we can get a very good over here by Edwards, who knows?
Campbell is going for it, goes high up, going down to third man. Noel wouldn't get it as it dropped just a couple bounces and goes into the boundary for 4.
So into single figures needed.
Yeah, a slower delivery and seemed to be the off cutter, and went high over Noel, who was not right back on the boundary, and the short third man goes into the boundary for 4. Campbell again going for the big hit. This one goes high into there. Let's see who's going to take the catch and taking that extra cover
By Devon Smith.
That ball going high up into the air, and Campbell falling at 87 for 2. Obviously played a very good hand at 41 and probably were trying to finish it
with a 6. I guess as much. But I guess as much. His team still needs 6 runs from 16 deliveries. Is he pecking for the batting side? Just he still have 7 wickets in the hurt.
Yes, 7 wickets, and really just 6 runs needed. Still 15 deliveries to go. But Campbell did play a very good hand. And as you said, it's good to see him back, and playing well.
Yeah, back in form.
There are 2 players that really we are seeing in this tournament that, again, still look the part. Campbell and Leon Chichester.
Yeah. Experience and talent is always prominent, something that you will never get from the continued plays cricket.
Edwards picking up his first wicket. This ball is short and pulled down the backward square. Really confident shot played there by Narayan. As it rushes down to the deep backward square boundary for 4.
So 2 runs needed now to complete the victory for Cinnamon Pacers. Very good shot. They're short bowling and Mike and Narayan pulled with all his might down to the backward square boundary for 4 runs.
Again, trying to vary, look for the slower delivery, but just probably hold it a bit too tight and drop it short. And now and giving it the right treatment. So just 2 runs required. As Edwards pitched up, and this one is driven, but straight to cover. Again, added no chance of a run. But this really looks to be a convincing victory, as again a short delivery there, and Narayan looking for that same shot to pull down to backward square. Made no contact, and it's been taken somewhere high up, just above the waist. Again, a slower delivery, so I think he was really quickly into the shot, and he was taken high up on the waist. So that concludes the 8th over. 91 for 3. The target is 93, so 2 runs. Still have 2 overs to be bowled. Kenroy Peters, who have not faced a delivery, gonna face his first delivery. A convincing victory. I think the run rate have been really, really good. As we are about to see the 9th over. Peters plays this one through the covers, and that's going to go into the boundary for 4. Again, good shot, just played as he stroked it just past the cover fielder and goes into the boundary for 4. And that concludes a significant win there for the Cinnamon Pacers, who would have played very well to win this game really confidently, ending at 95 for 3.
Yes, well, target reach, and the target reach in 8.1 overs, which meant that it was won convincingly. When you, in the shorter version of the game, Raphael, when you win with another 1.5 or so overs to go, which means that it's a comprehensive victory, and they certainly deserve the victory that they got this afternoon.
Yeah, they certainly batted well. The stand of 80 between Atenes and Atenes, who would have batted with Heron Campbell. And I was making a point, it's so good to see Campbell, who would have played from the under 15 level, came up and played also under 19 and went on to represent Grenada. Been away for a while and come back and play so well, but Atenes continued to show his brilliance. Really talented player.
Lovely player, good touch player, and could become explosive at times. 36 of only 21 balls, 31 minutes, had 2 sixes and 4 fours, and a good partnership there with Campbell, as you said earlier on. At a 23 ball knock 41 with 5 fours and 2 sixes. So similar innings really, and got the innings off to a good start. Great consistency, and the rest was practically academic interest.
Yeah, he's a quality player. We saw him score 66 yesterday. Was tremendous. His timing have been excellent, and his shot playing really have been great. Really looks to be a good player, and certainly if he keep his head, we probably would hear a lot more about him.
Yes, a lot has to do with the regularity of players, playing the game. My philosophy in life as a whole is the more often you do something, is the better you would get at it. And that's why it's important that these players be exposed to as much cricket as possible, play the game hard, be as disciplined as possible. And when you amalgamate hard work and discipline and regularity in playing the sport, you can only become better and better in the process of time.
But the scorecard, Alec Atenes, LBW Rogers 36, 21 balls, 31 minutes, 4 fours and 2 sixes. Heron Campbell, caught Devon Smith ball. Shaki Meadows 41, 23 balls, 38 minutes. He had 5 fours and 2 sixes. Chad Charles, who didn't last long, Cott Smith bowled Batiste for 1. Mike Aaron not out 4. Kenroy Peters not out 4. They scored 95 for 3. A bit of bowling. Amikel Dubisset 1 over for 17 runs. Ronald Williams 1 over for 21. Deron Hippolyte 1.1 over 23. Richard Rogers 2 overs for 16. Markel Batiste 2 overs for 8. And Shaka Meadows 1 over for 8. As we said, convincing victory. Chasing 93 for victory. The 95 for 3. And really is a victory just to give them a lot of confidence going into the game tomorrow.
Yeah, I thought they calculated this game very well. They were not overawed with the victory target that they had to go for. And I think the key to their victory had to be that fine opening stands. Both Athens and Campbell came off with good scores, and they both were going over 150, 170 rather. That sort of scoring rate at the top of the order, that basically set the platform for a comprehensive victory.
Well, we do conclude the games for today. We had 3 games today. So far 6 games, and certainly it was all competitive, and we would certainly want you to be a part of us tomorrow. The games for tomorrow, first up Saffron Strikers, tomorrow being the second, Bayleaf Blasters versus Clove Challengers, Cinnamon Pacers versus Saffron Strikers, and Ginger General versus Nutmeg Warriors. Really, it was a pleasure to bring the games to you today. Certainly on behalf of the rest of the team, the technical team, we're really happy to bring the game to you wherever you are. Hope that you would have enjoyed today's games, and certainly looking forward for you to join us tomorrow, just about for the first game, which starts at 9:30. We want to wish you, wherever you are, a very good evening, very good night, and hope that you join us tomorrow.